Hello, welcome back. Today, what we're going to be doing is that time of the month. MCC Rising is here. No, not MCC Rising. MCC All Stars is here. So, MCC All Stars. Prediction. Okay, so I have the teams on the left, and my predictions are on the right. So let's do this. Teams, and then 1 through 10. And then players we'll do later. Okay, so first of all, this is the post by user Aimwees. Or Aimwools, one of the two. Anyhow, let's get started. So, Red Rabbits with Samnap, Bad Boy Halo, Dream, and George Not Found. I feel like this team is overpowered, but you know what? I'll place them firmly in first. As of right now, I'll place them firmly in first. Like, they've played a lot together, they know each other really, really well. So I can see them being like in very, very strong first. Next up, Orange Ocelots with Wisp, Solidarity Gaming, Smallish Beans, and Fwip. Now, with all due respect, I know they know each other really well. I mean, even Solidarity and Joel were in the last event landing, right? They know each other really well. I think they're in Empires too. So, I think they know each other really well. Their communication will be amazing, but I don't know how they will do like individually because like last event, uh, Jimmy and Joel, they're part the 9th place Violet Vampires, right? Wisp. I think Wisp is a good addition to this team. I want to see how well they do, but as of right now, due to their like individual performances, I wanted to put them in like 9th. Okay, next up is the Yellow Yaks with this is the MCC 5 Yellow Yaks with Quig, CPK, Shovel, and Smager. I think this team is really strong. Smager, top 10 player, top 10, 15, the majority of the time anyway. The majority of the time, top 10, 15 player. Quig, we know how good Quig is. CPK has been in top 10 before, and Shovel has been in top 10 before too. Although realistically speaking, I think Shovel will be like top 20. CPK is like top 15 or so. I think this team is really, really strong. I think I'll put them in number 2. I'll put them in number 2 for now. We'll see. Next up, Lime Llamas with Illumina, SB, Sylvie, and Finster. With all due respect, I have no idea how this team was built, but Illumina and Sylvie, I think, have teamed before, if I remember correctly. They might not have, to be honest with you. I might just be making this up. Illumina and SB will be an interesting pair. Sylvie, I think, has gotten really good over the past few MCCs, and Finn is not bad either. Like in MCC 16, I think he did really, really well. But I don't think this team's strong enough. Illumina and SB, it really depends on how SB does. If SB goes up to like 2,600 coins, then I think they have a chance. Like 2,600 for SB, and Illumina goes like, 28, 2,900, maybe even 3k. Sylvie, I'd expect to be like 2,000-ish. And Finn, I don't know. I don't have an estimate for Finn. Maybe like 18, 1900. I think this team will be like... I'll put them in 6th for now. But uh, you know. Next up is the Green Geckos with Cub Fan, Pete, Rygai, Rocky, and Green. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack here. Pete, of course, we know him. He's a god. Pete and Green duo comes back from MCC 17. Pete and Cub duo comes back from MCC 10. And Rygai Rocky, I don't remember when he won. I think he won in MCC 2. Is that the team with Quig, H, Rygai Rocky, and someone else? Is it that team? I don't remember. Anyhow, I think he's like a 2021 2200 type of player. I hope he pops off because he missed the last event, right? So I want Rygai Rocky to pop off. Pete, I want to see him go back up top there to the 3000s, you know. Green, I want to see the MCC 16 or 7, yeah, MCC 17 Green, you know, with the 8th place or something in the top 10. And Cub is a really good support. So I think this team, as of right now, I'll put in 5th. Keep in mind that I think a lot of this team has really good pop-off potential, so they might really outplace what I'm ranking them here. Like last event when I put when I put Lime in 9th, and they went on to Dodgeball, you know. Next up, Cyan, Coyotes. This is interesting because the MCC Rising players are back. So, Jojo Solos and Blushy have returned from MCC Rising. I'm assuming they're like backups to replace like actual players. So Puns is an S tier player. Let's just say that. I don't think anyone will, you know. I don't think anyone will say otherwise. Puns is an S tier player. Jojo Solos and Blushy are really, really good players. Like, even, like, maybe they won't get as many coins as in Rising. But here, I am really, really, like, excited to see how they do. I think they will do really, really well. And Puffy is not bad. She can, I think she can hit 2K pretty consistently, if I'm not mistaken. So this team will be amazing. I think they will be 3rd. And I don't want to see any slander on them either. They're such an amazing team. Next up, Aqua with Krinios, Bitzel, Minimuka, and Erit. Again, I don't know how this team will do. Because Krinios, we know, can get like 2600 coins, I think. Erit, you know, 1800, 1900. Bitzel and Minimuka is interesting because sure, there's old stats, like, you know, they had like good, like, consistent average coins, but they haven't played in a long time. And, you know, I just don't see them like doing all that well, especially because Bitzel last played in what, MCC 6? Is that when he last played? Minimuka, I don't remember when he last played. So Bitzel I think will, like, you know, he'll be good, but I don't know how well he will do, like, at all, because it's been like, okay, between his last event, I think is MCC 6, and now there's been 12 events of like balance changes, like coin changes, like I don't know how he'll do at all. Minimuka, same thing. I have no idea when he last played. I think he'll still do pretty good, but I have no clue how he'll place at all. Which is why I'll put them in 9th, because, in 10th, because I legitimately have no idea how they'll place. because, they haven't played all that much. Next up, Blue Bats. MCC9 Blue Bats returns with Fruit, H-Bomb, False Symmetry, and Rendog. I think this team has really, really good pop-off potential. I don't think I need to say that. You know that already. Although I think the average coins are, a little bit like on the downside. I think Fruit Berries has gotten better since MCC9. H-Bomb has gotten better. Like, False, since MCC9, she's won 2 more MCCs after that. And Rendog, no idea. Has he played all that much after that? But I think this team has really, really good potential. I put them in 4th as of right now. And if survival games gets played, they might just, pop off again. I want to see them in their old classic skins, like MCC9 skins. Next up is the, Purple Pandas? Purple Pandas, which is the MCC1 Purple Pandas with Kratzy. I think that's how you say it. Kratzy, Dave, Michael Mitchell, King Bjorn, and Kara Corvus. This is the MCC1 Purple Pandas, which means that this is a legacy team that can actually team again in an event, I think. I think they might be underpowered in an actual event, to be honest with you. Because Kratzy, top 10 player, of course. Michael McChill is interesting, right? Because I haven't seen him play all that much, but I think he's like he's in the middle range, right? 10-30-ish range. King Bjorn, I think, same thing, and Kara, just about the same thing. I'm sorry, I don't see this team doing well. With all due respect to the first winners of MCC, I'm sorry, I really don't see this team doing well, even though I really want them to. I think I'll put them in 8th for now. Next up is the Pink Parrots, which is the sorta SBI team with Phil, Tommy, Wilbur, and Tubbo. The only problem I have with this team is the fact that I have no idea if they're going to have like really, really good communication and really push through and finish like at the top spot. Like, this is SBI. We have the one of the highest coins scoring totals of all time, just with Tubbo instead of Techno. But like that kind of SBI, or we're going to have like MCC. What is it? Which MCC was it with the Red Rabbits with Tubbo, Phil, Tommy, and Ranboo? Which MCC was that when they finished 9th? Yeah, it's either we get the really, really good SBI or that SBI. I really wish they do really well, because, I'm a fan of SBI myself, but I don't know. I think I'll put them in 5th. Like right there. Do I put them there? I think I'll put them there. Yeah. Pink Parrots. Then this will be 6, and this will be 7. Do I think that's correct? I think so. Again, I'm sorry to Aqua Axolotls. Like, I don't want to be like, oh hey, I don't want to be like, oh hey, you guys are bad. It's just that I don't know how they'll do, because I don't think a lot of them has played recently. Like Krinios. When's the last time Krinios played? I don't know. It's probably a few MCCs ago. Bitzel. When's the last time he played? MCC 6 maybe? Minimuko, when's the last time he played? I don't know. Erit, same thing. I don't know when the last time he played in MCC. So, I just based on like inexperience, I think that's what I'm basing this off of. Now players. Again, we're doing that. 1 to 10. That's it. That's all I'm predicting. So, let's start with let's start with all the S tiers in this event. First of all, again, this will not be the order. I'm just listing players. Dream Sapnap. I'm sorry, Orange. I don't see anyone. Quig. Scott has a shout. Scott has a shout. CPK has a shout. But that's all they're getting for now. Illumina. If I can't get enough players in the top 10, I'll consider like, oh hey, I think, you know, right? Like there's only already 6 players that I consider to be like, they should be in the top 10. Do I want to put H-Bomb in the top 10? Is an interesting question. The last few events I have put him in the top 10, but I don't like see it, SBI is okay. Pink Parrots is difficult for top 10s because do I really want to put them in? Okay, let me like Tubbo maybe, but the rest, like I'm sorry, but okay, I have the what's it called, the wiki open, right? Let me just look at Tubbo for a second, right? Okay, you know what? Let's look at Wilbur. Wilbur's top individual placement is 10th in MCC 15. But since then he's been like 28th, 12th, 18th, which is not bad. Until, until you get into Filza. Filza used to be like we consider Filza like the second best player on SBI, I think. Either him or Tommy, right? But Filza recently has just I don't know what happened to him, to be honest with you. Like starting from MCC 15, right? It's 22nd, 26th, 38th, and 30th. I have no idea why he's like this now. I guess to be fair, even back in the day, he's like hovering around 10th. But for him to get 30th, 38th, 26th, and 22nd in his last 4 events, I don't know if I can just hover him around the 10 area anymore. And Tommy, let's see how Tommy does. In his last 4 events since MCC 15, he's gotten what? 17th, 32nd, 18th, and 19th. Better than Phil, pretty consistent in the 17-18 spot, but I can't put him in top 10. If there's one player here, it'd be Tubbo. If there's one player here, it'd be Kratzy. If there's one player here, it'd be H-Bomb. If there's one player here, it'd be Krinios. I already put Pons, so maybe one of the MCC Rising players would. With all due respect, I don't think any of these guys will be in the top 10. Besides Pete. SB might be. CPK, Scott, maybe Flip pops off. Or maybe, if any of them pops off, they could be in the top 10. George should be in the top 10. I think for the last 2 like spots, I'm putting Krinios. Oh, the last 3 spots, sorry. Krinios, Kratzy. Again, this is not in any order just yet. And I'll I'll put in. I want to see how Tubbo does in his last few events. Tubbo, how have you? What have you done in the last few events? 6, 19, 18, 9. So 9, 10, 9, 18, 19, 6. How has Major done in his last few events? I want to see this now. So since MCC 15, it has been 20th, 14th, 20th, 14th, 10th, 7th. I think it's either. I want to see how SB does now. How well does SB do in this event? Because, I have a really good feeling that SB might pop off. Like, SB is really underrated. Like, the last time he played, which is in MCC 17, he got 2,700 coins and got 7th place. That's pretty insane. I think I'll put the last player as I want to see SB do well, but I think I'll have to give the last place to either CPK or Smager. I want to see how CPK does in this last few events. Let's see, CPK. Since MCC 15, CPK has been in 8th, 5th, and then 23rd. But the 23rd is with the Wild Vampires. I think CPK has a good chance of being in top 10. Smager too. I'll put it Smager for now. It could be H-Bomb. Don't get me wrong. It really could be H-Bomb. But this time, I'm manifesting the fact that if I don't put him in the top 10, I think H-Bomb will be in the top 10. You know? I'm just manifesting that now. So, players, who do I think will come first? I think Dream is not first. I want to see Sapnap get first. Sapnap, and then like Quig. I think Pete will be there. I'm fine with leaving Illumina where he is. I think no, I think Puns. Okay, where do I put Fruit? I think I'll put Fruit here actually. So this is Illumina. I think this is where Dream comes in. And then I think this is Krinios and this is Kratzy. Oops. Am I wild for this thing? Am I missing something? Do I think the MCC Rising players can pop off? Why did I say it like that? Can pop off to be in the top 10? Absolutely they can. It's just that I have no idea how they'll play in an actual event. Because yeah, they did so well in their first MCC, but everyone else is also in their first MCC. So, we'll see. I think Tabo could make it in. I think H-Bomb could definitely make it in. I think people like Bitzel could make it in. The MCC Rising players can make it in. If Green pops off again, then yeah, he could definitely make it in. SB, CPK, I was considering him. Any of these players, if they pop off, could kind of make it in. And George too. Anyhow, that's my predictions. Leave a like, comment, share. Peace out.